six people in my life. My childhood friend Kiran, her name was Raman. We were only co-workers, and fourth one is Sarah, fifth one is Shafika, who tremendously helped me to cross my milestone, who gave me an opportunity in the podcast. I know everything and then I figure out how to. She never taunted me. She helped me get my promotion. She's a gym rat, and we became a family dad. She seen me going through chaos. She believed in me, and I doubted myself. I didn't get a permission if I can say his name, so I'm just gonna call him host of the podcast. Let's count our blessings over what we are missing or what we don't have. Today I'm gonna cover those special 6 people in my life that were at some point in my life and are through phone calls now, not anymore in person. But I would like to talk about my friends today. My childhood friend Kiran, my first friend in US, her name was Raman. My another friend, I became really good friends. We were only co-workers and soon we became friends. I don't know how, but we clicked. Our thought process, how we think, how we perceive things was different, and we became really good friends. That's Anna. And fourth one is Sarah. Fifth one is Shafika, who tremendously helped me to cross my milestone. I will go over how. Then the person who gave me an opportunity in the podcast. Hi, my name is Parvinder, single and strong mom. My childhood friend is a Kiran. I was new to school, didn't really know anyone. Everyone had friends, but Kiran and I took lunch together. A lot of the time I went to her house to stop by and spend some more time. Whenever I missed school, she shared her notes. She was always my backup plan, and I was hers too. In front of our school, there were so many small stalls of bookstall, of fast food, tikki, chole, bhature, so many different things. And every time we had a midterm exam or final exam, I would get some money from my cousins and be like, hey, we have exam. What if I pass? Then we're gonna celebrate. And if I don't really do well in the exam, maybe I need to fix my mood and I need to eat something. So either way, I need some money. And he always gave me money. So after exam, we would go and eat and chat. And sometimes I would go to her place. So I have so many good memories with her. There is nothing specific like huge happened, but those small memories became big for me. I'm here in US and she's in India, but we are still in touch. So that shows we don't have to be in touch every day to be a best friend, to be a good friend to someone. Second friend that I wanna talk about is Raman. When we moved to US, she was my friend, the first friend when we moved to US. I didn't have any friend before that. How she added value to my life. I was about to get promotion. I was working in electronics store for 8 to 9 months, but I didn't know anything about Microsoft Excel. Zero knowledge, like zero. But in order for me to get promotion, I needed to know how to use Microsoft Excel. But not knowing anything, and I'm pretending as if I know everything. That's what people do in interview, right? To get a job. Many of them, I'm one of them. I don't say what I don't know. I say I know everything, and then I figure out how to process those applications, how to use them. I'm always one of those, and that's my first experience when I said, yes, I know how to use Excel. And I shared with her like, hey Raman, I said I know, but I have zero clue and I'm scared, I'm afraid. They're gonna ask me to use the spreadsheet to add the formulas and I have zero clue. Here she came to rescue me. She would have me at her house until 1 a.m., 2 a.m. sometimes, and then I would go back home, but she would spend time because we were both working at an electronics store. She had a college then, she would come to work. I was working full time, and after my work, after she's done with her college and her assignments, after I am done with my shift, maybe done by 5 p.m., 6 p.m., whatever, I would go directly to her house. Her house was close to the store. They would feed me dinner, such a nice family. Then she would stay up till 1 a.m., 2 a.m., helping me practice the formula, helping me practice how to do those, all the, small things we do in Excel, copy, paste. Even that was very difficult for me because I had zero knowledge. So when you don't know something, it's very difficult. Once you know, then it's a piece of cake. But if you don't know, you don't know. And she never made fun of me. She never taunted me. She never made me feel bad. She helped me get my promotion. So I appreciate her whenever I see her. When I let her know, like, hey, you did that for me and it meant a lot. Now let's move on to a little bit present. Those friends are from the past, continuing in present. Now in the present, last few years, I made some good friends. Let's talk about my third friend, Anna. Anna, she was working in a different department. I'm in the IT department. She was in a family service, later employment. She was a co-worker, and I don't know how we became friends, but we ended up being really good friends. She moved out of state and we are still in touch. Whenever she visited me too. Long story short, she's a gym rat, and she always asked me, she irritated me by asking, how much protein in your food? I'm like, let me eat, let me enjoy my meal. No, but Parminder, you need some protein, you need to have some muscles, you need to build your muscles, you need to be strong. I was so sick and tired of it. But she spoke about protein so much that even my family member have tried to talk me into eating more protein. It's a saying, we become parent deaf. Sometimes we become a family deaf. We don't hear our family. They have tried their best to explain in many different ways. My sister did too. However, because I hung out with him a lot, she always talked about protein 99% of the time. After she left this job, okay, not while she was here, but when she decided to move on, she moved out of the state, I started thinking about protein because I'm so used to hearing someone talking about protein. Now I'm thinking, do I have protein? How much protein do I have? So I became protein conscious. I became more health conscious. So she left, but she left a good habit with me. Now I'm more conscious. So there is more to be grateful, more to acknowledge her, but this is something more visible, more something that I pay attention to. So I love the friendship we share together. I hope whenever she sees this video, she will appreciate that how much I care about protein and how much I pay attention to it. Number 4, my friend Sarah Mazid. She works where I work. Different department, of course, we're not in the same department. I appreciate her because she's seen me going through chaos, through confusion. I didn't know what I wanted to post on YouTube about making videos on silly things, on remix that shorts have an option available, or a vlog, or I don't know. I was just confused for so many months. But whatever idea I had, she's like, yeah, that's a good idea, you should do it. She kept me encouraged until I figured out I wanted to talk about parenting, spirituality, meditation, communication. This is what I enjoy. This is what I pay more attention when I'm talking to people. How they're talking, how they're treating their kids, or how much of a better parent I have become. And I decided, okay, I have decided my niche is going to be about parenting, meditation, spirituality. Those 3 things, and I'm going to start with parenting. But she's seen me going through confusion. She's seen me going through frustration. And she never judged me. She never said, you don't have the face for media, you don't have the skills, or you don't have the confidence. Although she saw me being nervous, she saw me just getting stuck while recording, just laughing out loud so much and then canceling on her, like, okay, we'll make a video some other time. I have wasted her time a lot, but I think I'm going to have a good story to share in the future as well, after a year or 2, or maybe couple years, or 3-4 years, when my channel and I will be known very well. Now let's move on to 5th person who really made my visualization, my manifestation, one step closer than it was. And her name is Shafika. Shafika is a person who I shared with only one time that in the future I'm thinking of doing a podcast. Once I shared with her, she encouraged me to speak to the host of the podcast that LFCD has, the company I work for. She believed in me and I doubted myself. She said, you can do it, maybe it's your calling. And I said, why would he agree to share his space? He's the host, he has spotlight, everyone knows him. Why would he let me be his co-host? She said, do you want if I wanted her to speak for me. And I said, no, I will do it myself. For a couple of days, I hesitated, I self-doubted, I reached out to the host. I told him to come to my office, stop by my office, I wanted to speak to him. The reason why I wanted to speak to him on one-on-one, I thought, what if he makes fun of me? What if he judged me for my skills, for my speaking skills, camera skills, how I'm gonna behave or act, present myself in front of camera, right? So I asked him, but he happens to be so busy, he didn't stop by my office. And here Shafika checking on me. Did you speak to him? What did he say? When is the podcast? I said, okay. So although he was busy, one of the days, after a couple of days, he was about to go home. I'm ready to go home, and I reach out to him like, hey, I just wanted to ask you a question quickly if you have a minute. And obviously he agreed. And I asked him, and I said, do you think I can be a co-host if you don't mind? I was hesitating crazy. And all he said, yeah, we can talk about it. Those words were magical to me. To him, it's like, sure, why not? To me, it's magical. Like, I've been manifesting. And the fact is, until last year, I had no clue that my company had a podcast. No clue. Why? Because I wasn't thinking of it. I didn't pay attention, obviously, because I'm not thinking of it. I wasn't interested in it. But this year, since I'm thinking, I'm attracting all the resources by itself. All I needed to do, have a thought, and I did. So I am grateful to Shafika, because if it wasn't for her, if she didn't push me, I would probably not speak to him and ask him. But I'm glad she checked on me. It took me one step closer to my dream. And now I have done 2 podcasts for the company as a co-host. And he tells me my improvement. So I'm glad. I'm really thankful to Shafika for pushing me. I appreciate you. Thank you. So that was number 5, Shafika. Now number 6. That is, I didn't get a permission if I can say his name, so I'm just gonna call him host of the podcast. I appreciate the present host of the podcast who was willing to share his space with me without judging me, without making fun of me. And instead pouring some confidence in me. He called me the same day, hey, are you ready? When it was my first day as a co-host, and I told him, I said, yeah, I'm ready. I reviewed the question. I don't know if I'll be able to ask any question. You're gonna ask questions. I will see. And he said, no, you're confident, you're ready. All you're gonna do, you have the question, then you ask him. I said, oh, okay. He sounded more confident in me than I was in myself. He gave me space because he shared his space. It built my hopes. It made me believe that yes, if I set my mind to something, it can come true. All I need to do is focus, and take the needed actions continuously without doubting. So now it's been few months. I don't doubt my plan. I don't doubt my goals. I know all goals gonna come true, and I will share as they come true. Doing a podcast was one of them. Not knowing that the company I work for has a podcast. 2, now being a co-host. It's quite a journey. Being unaware to aware and being part of it. So I want to express gratitude to the host of the podcast, to all my friends. I think in order to have good life, in order to have your goals come true, you should be surrounded by good people, good family members. You can never change your family members, so, but around it. If they support you, great. If they don't, then focus on yourself and continue. But definitely you can pick and choose who you should be friends with and who not. Avoid all the negative friends and have only positive friends like I do. They push you, they encourage you to next level. They make you believe, yes, it's worth giving it a try. I'm gonna quickly review that I'm grateful to Kiran for being my first childhood friend. I'm grateful to Raman for teaching me how to use Excel and helping me get promotion. I'm grateful to Anna adding protein to my diet. Sarah for not judging me and helping me make my videos. And continue supporting me, being that friend who continue pouring confidence. And Shafika for pushing me to next level for my dream, my childhood dream. I wanted to be actress. It didn't happen. No one saw me in big screen, but it's okay. You can see me on YouTube now. And host of the podcast who really made a difference. You all have big hearts. You all encourage me very well. So I want to be thankful to you all. And the message for my viewer is celebration of gratitude is quite an art of living. Make sure you put it in your life, you adopt it, and then continue living your blessed life. Until next video, take care of yourself. Subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share with your family and friends. Maybe they can get some encouragement that yes, your dream can come true at any age, but you need to have the right association. So stay blessed, take care, love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.